Well, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a little while since I filmed a nice sit-down video like this. I just finally felt like I had enough of a list to actually do a favorites video for the first time in a long time. I've made multiple promises over the years that I was gonna keep up with the favorites videos after taking a break from them, and then I end up doing like one or two, and then I don't have any favorites for a while. Anyways, so today I figured I would share with you guys some of my late spring, all of summer favorites. We're coming to an end of summer here now. Still got a little bit left, but actually I feel like summer is really ending for me soon because I have an announcement. In September, I am starting a new college program. I'm going to college. I do have a university degree. Here in Canada, we have universities and colleges. They're separate. So I'm actually going to be doing a 2-year diploma program in office management. I'm really excited to start that. I'm gonna be doing it from home. Kind of works out because I was already planning on doing it by distance anyways. It didn't really affect me that everything got switched over. So yeah, as of September, there might be the potential for back to school content. If you guys are interested, let me know in the comments below. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm gonna start with beauty products. So the first thing I'm gonna talk about is something that I remember putting in videos years ago, like in 2014, 2015. I remember talking about this moisturizer as my ride or die. And in the vlog that you guys saw previously, I'll link it down below, the one where I collabed with Amanda and we did like a voiceover kind of deal. I opened up the package from Amazon thinking I was getting this product and I got a different one, which was still a nice moisturizer. I did try it after, but it just wasn't as good as this one. Nothing compares to this one. I always go back to it, especially in the summer, because this is the Australian Gold Forever After All Day Moisturizer. The full-size product looks like this. If I can find it, I will link it, of course, and everything I can down in the description. So essentially, this is a moisturizer that's intended to help keep the melanin tone in your skin, aka a tan. No, this is not specifically a tanning bed product. It's just made by a brand that makes tanning bed products. It has a nice warm vanilla scent. It's the perfect amount of creaminess. It's not too rich, but it's rich enough that I feel like it actually moisturized and softens my skin as well. It makes my skin feel so freaking soft. As you might be able to tell, I got a few tan lines. About 10 days ago, I got one of the worst sunburns I've had in a while in terms of actual color and drastic tan lines. I was wearing a shirt like this, but a slightly lower neck, that I've been using this instead of like a solar cane on it to help, make it brown instead of disappear completely, but also to help with the peeling. I find the peeling doesn't look nearly as gross unless you're looking at my skin completely up close. There is still a bit of peeling on my shoulders, but this stuff really helps with that. So I would highly recommend it if you're looking for a good summertime moisturizer that's a little bit thicker than lightweight. It's not the most lightweight moisturizer. I find it's a good happy medium. Next is another body lotion style product, but it's not necessarily meant to be just a moisturizer. It'll make more sense in a second. You guys may have seen on Instagram over the past couple of years that a lot of influencers were talking about this product. This is the Fox Tan. This is an Australian tanning accelerant type of product. And what I like about this, and what made me want to order it in and try it, was the fact that this is designed to actually use with SPF. I mean, you could technically use this on its own, but you would burn so quickly. And all the reviews that I read where people wore lower SPF or no SPF and they used this, they ended up with really bad sunburns. So clearly it does something when it's on your skin. This is the Accelerate Rapid Elixir. This is the step 1 of their system of products. I also have step 2, which is the spray one. I think it's called the Rapid Mist. Also a lighter weight lotion of this, basically. But I'm only showing you this one because I find I get the exact same results when I use this and SPF as when I use this, SPF, and the Rapid Mist. So in my opinion, based on my experience with this product, I don't think you need both the step 1 and step 2. I think the step 1 is the real game changer. This is what really makes the product work. So this is basically just a yellow, very, very yummy smelling, it's very like pineapple pina colada smell, smelling lotion that you put on before SPF. So you let this sink into your skin, then you apply your SPF, wait for that to activate, and then expose to the sun. And what I found was that it helped me go just enough pink that I wasn't really burnt. I wouldn't classify it as a sunburn, but it was enough that I would be a little bit darker and browner the next day. I'm going to insert a couple pictures actually of my legs the first and second time that I used this, and I think that's what really hooked me on this product, because I know I'm rambling, I'm sorry, but I haven't talked about this product yet and I wanted to do a separate review video on it because I was going to test it out in Florida and then do like a full review with pictures and video kind of thing. But that didn't happen because coronavirus. But anyway, I have pictures of my legs, which rarely get significant natural sun color. Like I usually have to use a fake tan to get any actual color on my legs. My legs are just naturally a lot paler. They're a lot harder for me to get color. I laid out twice for about an hour, hour and a half tops. No more exposure than that. And I felt I needed to go in. So I was like, oh, okay, well, clearly this stuff works really fast, which is great too, because it reduces your sun exposure. You don't need to be out in the sun as long. What am I trying to say here? I have pictures of my legs. You can actually see the tan line after just one use, and after the second use about a week later. Maybe a little less than a week. In summary, this is amazing. I'm gonna link it down below. I highly recommend it. I ordered mine from Pretty Little Thing, which is in the UK, but you can also order it directly from their website in Australia if you prefer. Okay, moving on to the next product. This is actually a dry shampoo. I'm not someone who normally loves dry shampoo, so I don't buy very many of them. I've definitely tried a few of them. Like I've tried Batiste and a couple of other drugstore ones. Just haven't found one that I overly love. And this is probably the closest thing I've found to what I would consider an ideal dry shampoo for me personally. I'm not someone who uses it every single day. I don't go through cans and cans and cans of this stuff. I mostly just use a little bit at the roots just to freshen them up a little bit. I used it today before I curled my hair because I washed and blow dried it yesterday. This is the Bumble & Bumble Pret-a-Powder Très Invisible dry shampoo. So it says it's UV protective, 2-in-1 style extender to cleanse and lightly volumize from roots to ends, for normal to oily hair, and that's definitely what I have. I have very fine hair and my roots tend to lay very flat, so the minute I get a bit of excess oil or sweat there, it looks terrible. Now I find if my hair is like super duper sweaty, like almost dripping in sweat, this ain't gonna do shit. But if I just wanted to lightly refresh it before I stick it up in like a top knot or something, this is absolutely perfect. No residue, no white cast, decent fragrance. It's a little strong. If you're not into strong florally smell, I think it's floral, fragrance dry shampoo, then you're probably not gonna like the smell of this. But overall, this is probably the best feel and the easiest for me to rub in and apply. But I find some of the other dry shampoos that I've tried, just like you can really feel it in your hair, and I find that they just make my hair look worse rather than better. So yeah, I definitely recommend trying that dry shampoo from Bumble & Bumble if you haven't already. Another newer product to me that I have recently taken a liking to is the Aveeno Clear Complexion Purely Matte Peel Off Mask. I haven't had a drugstore face mask other than the Clean and Clear clay one that I've liked in a really long time, and I'm trying to get back into doing face masks because overall, like throughout the years, I really enjoyed doing them, but I feel like I got lazy with them, and for the past, I want to say 2 years, I really haven't been using them nearly as much, and all of my expensive ones were just going bad on me and being a waste of money. So I decided to try some more affordable ones first to kind of dip my feet back into the pool before I start buying more expensive masks. So like it says in the name, it's a peel off mask. So this goes on as like a stickier gel, dries down, and then you peel it off. The smell is nice. It's like just like a light clear green. It just has like a typical Aveeno smell in my opinion. That kind of botanical plant leaf smell. At least that's what I think. Now there is leaves on the packaging, but clearly they've influenced me there. So the directions just say to apply a generous even layer to clean skin, avoiding the eyes, eyebrows, and hairline. I feel like if you got it on your eyebrows, it wouldn't rip out the hair. Like honestly, it's a gentle enough peel off mask that I don't think it would actually take hair out of your face, but I guess it would be kind of sticky and gross. Leave on for 15 to 20 minutes. I would say it dried in about 20-25 minutes for me personally, but I like to layer on my mask a little thicker, especially with these peel off ones. It becomes transparent. Once it's completely dried, gently peel off starting from the edges of the face. Definitely easier when you start from the edges of the face. Yeah, it's very nice. I think it was $12.97 Canadian at Walmart, something like that, so fairly affordable compared to like Sephora at least. So yeah, I really like that one. Okay, and the last product that is beauty related that I wanted to talk about, baby powder. Before this, I was actually using the Silky Underwear Dusting Powder from Lush Cosmetics. However, that expired on me and I needed something kind of quick. This was back before like the mall was kind of open again and stuff, and Lush was only doing like very limited hours, like order in advance, pick it up kind of thing. I just didn't really feel like going in there at that point. So I found a smaller bottle of baby powder to try. Because I know lots of people, and obviously people use it on their children for the same purpose as what I was doing, to absorb excess sweat and to avoid chafing, if you know what I mean. So that's what I use it for in the summertime. I don't need this all year round, but in the summer I find this really helps, so I just put this on after I get out of the shower, and it's great. Okay, moving on to things you can eat. I wanted to share with you guys this supplement powder that I've been adding to smoothies that I recently ordered from bodybuilding.com when I needed a refill on my protein. If you're curious as to what protein powder I use when I do make a smoothie, I will link that down below as well. It's the Dynatize Whey Protein Isolate ISO in vanilla. I really like the vanilla because I mix it with like raspberries, strawberries, blueberries, and I find the taste is just really good. But the fudge brownie is also really good. And then with that order, I also picked up the smaller portion tub of the Vital Proteins Collagen in the unflavored. So this is a non-vegetarian. This is made from like cattle collagen kind of thing. It's 20 grams of collagen per scoop. For skin, hair, nails, joint support. It happens to be grass-fed, pasture-raised beef that this collagen is extracted from. Made from one simple ingredient, our collagen peptides are neutral in flavor and are great for adding to water, coffee, smoothies, recipes, and more. Our peptides are easily digestible, mixed in hot or cold liquids, and can be taken any time of the day. I would definitely agree with that. I find that it did not upset my stomach whatsoever, and it really is unflavored. Like, I can't even notice a texture or a flavor when I add this to a smoothie. The reason I wanted to try adding collagen is I picked up a couple of sample packets of a different brand at the grocery store one day and decided to try them, and I found that overall my body just didn't feel as tired and achy and sore. I know a lot of people use like amino acids like BCAAs as a supplement after doing weight training, that kind of thing, but for me it just didn't really work after a while. I wanted it to, I tried it, didn't really work for me. However, I find the joint support aspect of collagen really helps with me. Yeah, I find adding this really helps with like muscle recovery and just overall like joint pain, and after sitting on my couch for an evening or whatever. Anyway, it may seem like a really random explanation, but I do really like this and I do recommend it. The other edible thing that I wanted, well, not edibles, but the other edible thing that I wanted to talk about are these little hard maple candies that I buy at Bulk Barn. You can also usually get them at other tourist like gift shops in Canada. So these are what the candies look like. Is it gonna show up? There we go. Okay, so these are what the candies look like. They're individually wrapped, which kind of sucks in terms of waste, but I've been buying these since about halfway through lockdown because I find that they last a long time in my mouth. I love maple syrup anyway, like real maple syrup is my jam. Not literally my jam, I have actual jam too. Having one or two of these is actually enough to get rid of a sweet craving without me having to go actually eat candy or soda or something like that. And even though these are highly sweet, at least they're smaller, so the portion size is a bit better. I really love those and I've been obsessed with them. Next, I want to talk about something living besides my dog. I've recently become a plant lady. This is some of my house plants. This one was just labeled tropical at my grocery store. I think it was like $12.99 or something. And this one is called a white butterfly. So that one's really pretty too. I like these because they're a little lower maintenance and they're made for filtered sunlight, so they work well in a basement. So they have been thriving. They're doing very, very well. And then behind me, I also have some spider plants growing roots here. They are off my mom's spider plant, which she's had for years and years. And this was one of my first live plants that I got. This is called Pelia. I call her Lily Pad because she looks like she has a bunch of lily pads on her, and she's very hardy. She did live upstairs with my mom for the winter because I wasn't getting enough light down here, which is the segue for what else I want to talk about plant-wise. I have been growing my own fresh herbs. I did purchase a couple pre-grown plants at the grocery store. Did cheat a little bit, but I'm also growing some basil plant from seed as well, and I decided to invest in a full spectrum light bulb. So I'm actually going to insert a separate clip here of me showing you what that looks like at night so you can easily see the light lit up. But it's basically just a light pinky purpley hue full spectrum light bulb, so I guess it has all the different types of UV rays or whatever. And I shine that at nighttime on my plants so that they actually get enough sunlight, and it has made an immense difference in the life of my herbs. And actually growing the basil seeds, I'm actually making progress with it, so yeah, I really think that was worth the money that I spent on it. I think it was around $20 for the bulb, but I haven't had any issues with it, and it just fits in a normal lamp. So I just have that on top of a protein powder thing to raise it higher. And yeah, I turn that on for a couple of hours every night, and it's been working out really good. And last but not least, guys, I felt like this was really important to talk about. I wanted to talk about the things that are protecting us right now in this time of a pandemic, awaiting a potential second wave. There's very little people wearing masks out in public anymore, and I don't see why you just couldn't wear one. Yeah, it's a little uncomfortable, but in the end, it's probably gonna save lives. I don't want to get too much into a debate about it. If your opinion is different, that's fine, but in my opinion, I think we should still be wearing masks until the majority of our population is vaccinated, and we know that the vaccine actually works. So I wanted to share with you my favorite masks because I found these online. They're from Quebec, so they are Canadian, but they fit my face a lot better than the first one I ordered from Etsy. Even though I still wear it and it's still very good quality, it's a little bit big on my face. So I ordered these because I saw the dimensions were a little bit smaller. So I'll just show you them both at first. So one has the over ear loops like this, and I really like the shape of this one. I like the pattern. It's not too thick. The nose piece in it is super good, even though overall I still find that I do get the typical glasses steaming up. But if you just pull that up, put the glasses over it, I find overall, if it's a decently cooler day, I don't get the steam. And as you can tell, I can breathe perfectly fine through it, wear it for a couple hours, not a big deal. Super light fabric, easy to wash, air dries after I hand wash it in about, I wanna say 3 hours, 3 or 4 hours, it's dry again. And then this is the other one that I got. This one's a little bit thicker in material. I can't wear this one for as long without feeling like I need to get this off. But this one has the over the head straps, so they go this way. But I really like the nose piece in this one, and again, I like the size of it. The brand name is called Protège-Toi. I will link it down below. They have beautiful patterns, different sizes. You know, they have more masculine ones, they have more feminine ones, so whatever your taste. And yeah, these have been excellent. I highly recommend these. And of course, if maybe you don't want to order things online, there are surely in your community somebody who is making masks, reusable ones, even though there aren't the same type of protection as say an N95 mask or even the medical disposable ones. I do own a box of those too. You know, even if you don't want to use the disposable ones, I feel like the reusable ones are still beneficial to our society right now. They still at least keep your germs away from other people. And last but not least, I wanted to talk about my favorite disinfecting products that are actually still fairly accessible. I did order some rubbing alcohol online back towards the beginning of the pandemic, like I think it was like mid to late March when I ordered this from Amazon. It was a 2-pack of these rubbing alcohol bottles. As you can see, they're pretty big, and I use this for sanitizing more delicate electronic things. So my headphones, my Fitbit strap, my remotes, my laptop, my phone, etc. Find that really, really helpful. And rubbing alcohol doesn't leave any streaks, doesn't leave a smell. It's great. Totally used to it now, it doesn't bother me. And the other thing, I would say the wipes, but I know that disinfectant wipes are really hard to get. So I wanted to show this instead. The Lysol disinfectant sprays are really readily available here, at least where I live. So if you're here in the province, particularly in the St. John's area, the disinfectant sprays are literally the exact same ingredients as the wipes, just a bit more eco-friendly if you use it with a reusable cloth. So yeah, so this is also antiviral, same as the wipes. This one happens to be a big can of the lemon scent. I got lucky when I found this, but you can also get like the crisp linen and the waterfall scent. They're readily available at the grocery stores and Walmarts now, so definitely check it out if you haven't already. Great for wiping down the counters, the handles, straps of the grocery bags after I bring those in, those kind of things. I still wipe down some of my groceries, but not all of them. And I use a combination of the wipes and this so that I don't use up all my wipes because I only have one tub. Well guys, that is everything for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thumbs it up if you did. I'll do my best to continue the favorites, but I can't promise anything. I'm not gonna make any more promises about it, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments if there's anything specific you'd like to see the fall. Okay, bye!